Welcome to the channel, folks, the Happy June Pilot channel. Today I'm here in North Creek on a very windy morning, and I'm going to take these two drones off for flight. The DJI Mini 3, the standard edition, and the much highly rated DJI Flip. And I'm going to take both drones on a flight up the creek, test out the camera quality and the signal strength, and I am sure, without actually backing any of these drones, that the Mini 3 is going to perform well. In my view, it's still an amazing drone, an amazing value for money. Stay tuned. First drone I have up in the air in this composite flight is this amazing little DJI Mini 3 standard edition. Look how steady it is, and there's a stiff breeze here, and I'm going to take it up over the creek. Haven't flown this drone for a while, but I'm sure it is going to perform well. So I have the little Mini 3 drone in the air. Video quality looks good straight away, and I'm just going to push out a little over the creek and see how the drone performs. And I'm going to take its bigger brother, the Flip, and see what happens. Let me start a recording, a screen recording. Let me start it right now. So I'm doing a screen recording. Just forgot to do that. And I'm pushing up over the creek. Colors look fine. Strong wind warning right away at just 42 feet out and about 99 feet up. Let me get out over the creek. Strong wind warning has disappeared. So the colors look exceptional on this drone. Flying very smoothly. Haven't flown it for a while. Feels good. And I'm using the DJI controller, the smart controller, the one with the screen. Let me see what the signal is going to be like. This is not one of the controllers with the antennas protruding. So sometimes there's some signal issues, and you have to always make sure that the controller is pointed directly towards the drone. But no issues so far. This drone is so underrated. Not much is being said about this drone, and sometimes I believe that it is very easy for one to just forget how good this drone is. But I'm sure with the imminent or the alleged imminent drone ban, DJI drone ban in the United States, that persons who have this drone, if they have it on the shelves gathering dust, they are going to be very happy that they have it. They are going to pull it out and start flying. And none of the DJI alternatives mini drone could actually compete with this drone. Potensic has a good mini drone, the Potensic 1, the Potensic 2, Fimi 3, the Fimi line of drones. Some of them are good, have a lot of quality issues, but none of them could actually compete with this DJI Mini 3, and probably the closest mini drone in this category would have been probably the Evo Nano Plus by Attel, but that drone is bedeviled with a lot of issues. So barring the DJI Mini 4 Pro, which it is widely understood to be probably the best mini drone on the market, because we are currently awaiting the release of the DJI Mini 5 Pro. So the Mini 4 Pro is probably the best mini drone on the market, and barring that Mini 4 Pro, I believe that the Mini 3 standard is probably the best mini drone in this category for the price with the smart controller. I believe that it is an exceptional product, performing exceptionally well here. No issues at all. So I am well over 3,000 feet and counting, and the drone is performing well. 74% of the battery, over 30 satellites, no strong wind warning, and no signal issues. The axis is down a bar, but it is pretty solid still in the white, so no issues there. Well, it has gone into orange. It's just flickering between white and orange. Maybe I need to gain some altitude, who knows. But they're coming up to 4,000 some feet. And maybe if there's one criticism of this drone, maybe probably the dynamic range. I believe the flip, the flip camera, captures more details, has more dynamic range, I would believe. Let's see when it gets out, when the flip gets out to that distance, how the camera looks. So I'm 4,092 feet out. Probably this is as far as I would like to go. And I am heading back to the home point. Just initiated the return to home. And I'm coming back. I sense a little delay, or a little lag between the FPV transmission and the real-time footage on the drone. But I'm coming back with no issues at all. So this drone is about 2 years and probably 8 months old. I think it was released in 2022, 9th of December. So it has been around for quite some time. And this would be considered probably old technology in the drone world. This DJI has released several drones since this drone. The latest being the Maverick 4 Pro. The Flip was released in January of this year. I believe 24th of January. So there has been a few releases, but notwithstanding those releases, this is still a handy drone. Still a phenomenal drone, phenomenal little flyer. So I am right back over the home point. So let me land this drone and let me get the flip out and see how the flip performs. Stay tuned. And now I have the DJI Flip in the air, and as you can hear, it's much more noisy than the DJI Mini 3 standard edition. But I'm going to take it out on a similar flight up the creek and see how it performs. The wind is picking up, so let me get on with it. So it is the turn of the DJI Flip. 91% on the battery. I've actually charged this battery a few days ago down to 90% very quickly. Not too windy, at least no more windy than when I took the Mini 3 up. So I'm pushing out, just going to take it out in the same general direction, probably push out to the same distance and see how the flip actually performs and see how the DJI Mini 3 camera stacks up against the flip camera, which is reputed to be the same camera as the DJI Mini 4 Pro, and as you well know, the DJI Mini 4 Pro is considered to be the best mini drone on the market currently. The Flip was released, I believe, on the 24th of January 2025, so it's just a few months old, 7-8 months old. So this would be considered as latest technology, because I believe the only other drone that was released after the Flip was the Mavic 4 Pro. That drone is in a league of its own in terms of weight and probably geared towards professionals, and the price is way out of my league. And even if it wasn't, there is issues getting the drone in the US, although I've seen a lot of persons ordering the drone from South Korea, and they're able to get it through US customs with no issues at all. But that is not the purpose of this video. The purpose of this video is to see how good the DJI Mini 3 camera is when compared to the DJI Flip, which is reputed to have a much better camera, a later technology, etc. So it's almost 3 years old drone comparing to a 7 or 8 months old drone. That is what this test is about, and I can say the Flip is performing exceptionally well. No strong wind warning, surprisingly. I believe that the Flip is getting better in the wind, if that is possible, because I often describe this drone as suffering from wind phobia, but it is doing well. I'm already out almost 3,000 feet over water, and I think there's some warning about flying this drone over water, and you have to be probably like, I believe 30 meters, so probably over 100 feet up if you're flying over water, 124 feet in altitude and over 3,000 feet out. And at about the same distance, how does the dynamic range look? Does it have more details? Does the Flip camera have more details than the DJI Mini 3? Please leave a comment. How did the Mini 3 perform in comparison to the DJI Flip? So the DJI Flip has actually surprised me here in this area where the wind is concerned, because there's always a strong breeze here. This is always a windy area to fly, but a beautiful area to fly. We love flying from North Creek all the way up to the road leading to the ridge and back. And every time I'm in Grand Talk and I'm flying a drone, I'm always flying from North Creek. So I have gone way over. I believe that I took the Mini 3 to 4,092 feet. I'm 4,236 feet. I'm going to initiate a return to home. And it took the command immediately. And it is coming back, asking me to adjust the antennas. I still have 67%, 66%, and the battery has been a lovely flight. The Flip performed beautifully, smooth, no issues at all. But so too did the DJI Mini 3. I believe that the signal on the Flip is much, much better. I think it has a later transmission system. I think the Mini 3 has the O2 and the Flip probably has the O4 system. And I have not even unfolded the antennas on the smart controller for the Flip, the RC2. And I got out over 4,000 feet with no signal issues at all, with the antennas folded. So in terms of transmission strength and signal, the Flip wins hands down. In terms of video quality, the Flip has the better camera, but there can be no doubt that the Mini 3 performed exceptionally well. In terms of flying experience, I always find that flying any DJI drone is just about the same, whether you fly the cheapest DJI drone or the most expensive, which I have, which is the Air 3, that the flying experience and a DJI drone is like an out of this world experience in comparison to other DJI alternative drones. So flying experience, I didn't detect any difference. Both drones flew like expected, what is expected of a DJI drone. On the return to home, the Flip has this the AR, feature, the augmented reality return with the green strip across the screen, if you do no screen recording, as the drone comes back to home. Very good feature. And then there's the drone shadow, where it shows exactly where it's going to land. I didn't bother to do an experiment on where the Mini 3 was going to land. It has no precision landing feature and no pretense of any precision landing, but I'm sure it was going to land within a few feet of the takeoff point, and so too I believe. The Flip is back right over the takeoff point, because I took off from the roof of this vehicle. So you see where the H is, it's showing where the home point is, but I'm just going to get out of that, put the camera up, and I'm going to land this drone and get out of here because it is hot. It is a hot day. The woman who's controlling this heat is just merciless. Anyway, if you like this video, please share, please like, please give it a thumbs up, please leave a comment, and please tell me your thoughts on the DJI Mini 3 standard. Is this a drone that you should purchase in 2025? I say absolutely. It is worth purchasing. Should you purchase the DJI Flip? Well, it is actually greener than me, and probably you should. Thank you.
I can hear the demons call when they do what they do, and now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through.